Trusting God when things are not going according to plan, or maybe things are falling apart in your life. Let's talk about it. So, before we get into the message, my name is Amani. This is my channel. So, if you like this content, if you like this video, if you want to subscribe, please do so you can stay informed and be notified when I post. So, trusting God when things are falling apart and not going to plan, it can be tough because you might have your plans and what you want and how you want things to go in your life. But, as we know about life, things aren't always going to go how we want them to go and according to plan. And we always have to, excuse the background noise too, I'm outside in the elements. We always have to remember as well, going according to whose plan? My plan or God's plan? Because like we can have our plans as people, as humans, but we have to understand that God has the master plan. God knows what he's doing. And yes, God gives us desires and things to work on. And, we can organize and set plans and do all these things, right? But when things may seem like they're falling apart or seem like, you're being taken in a different direction than you might have wanted to go, just know that God sees all things. God knows the way that he takes you. And you just got to trust in that and be adaptable and just go with the flow of that, with the flow of life. And yeah, I also want to urge you to just, reflect over your life and think about everything that you've come out of, everything that you've been through, all the times that maybe a similar situation that you might be in currently occurred and how you got out of it and how you made it through. Just reflect on God's goodness. And if, you're not too familiar with God yet or intrigued or whatever the case may be, you're still here today, and everything that you've gone through in the past, you made it out of, and you're still standing here today. And I just want you to understand that the same God that got you through last time is going to get you through this time. I know even in my own life, I've had situations to where it's like I've had things taken from me, material things, I had to part ways with certain people. And, it kind of hurt in the moment. But every time that happens, specifically for me in my life, I know that, the old is going out and the new is coming in. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand that, when things are maybe falling apart or not going the way you would like them to go, or, things are being stripped from you, or you're in a position to where things are being taken from you and you have to move, or whatever the case may be, I believe that it's the perfect setup for God to move in our lives, for God to bring new things into our lives. You know what I'm saying? I just think about a building that has to be, demolished and broken down for that new building to be built, for that new to exist there. And so that's just how I like to view things. I don't like to view life from a, oh, woe is me, and, just from a negative attitude. That's not how I am. That's not how I like to view things, because, who is that benefiting for real? I know it can be frustrating in the moment when you may have wanted a certain life for yourself at this point, and, like I said, things aren't looking how you thought they would look at this point. But just trust that God has a bigger plan in mind. God knows the way. He knows the way that he takes you. And even if it may look like just crazy and just like, just not what you thought it was supposed to look like, sometimes when God does things, it's just out of the ordinary and we don't understand it. And he's just so expansive, and we can't understand him with our limited thinking. And this is where we just have to trust. We just have to trust that things are going to work out for us, how they're supposed to work out for us. And it's going to be better. Whatever you lost is going to be replaced with better. I believe God takes us from glory to glory. Our life is like a staircase. We go step by step by step, and we keep going up. You know what I mean? And that's all I had to say today, y'all. just be encouraged and know that you're going to make it through. You're going to make it out of this. And yeah,